Hello everybody, my name is Lego Stikbot, and today we'll be reviewing the new Stikbot monsters. I was sent these early by Zing, and all thoughts and opinions will be my own in this review. But before we start reviewing, I just want to say, this is going to be my first review of a product. Fun fact though, I actually did review the old Stikbot monsters, if you remember these guys. I got them next to me right here, like these ones, the giggles. I actually did that in, I think it was 2018, but I actually never uploaded it. So this will be fun, hopefully I upload this thing. But yeah, and then also before we begin, if you remember back to 2020, well some of you might remember this, but back to 2020, there was a vote on the Stikbot monsters. So as you see here, we got this Cyborg and Werewolf, but there was some concept art of some other ones, including a Scarecrow, Mummy, Frankenstein. I think this guy's name was Cthulhu. It's like the octopus-looking one. Dracula, this two-headed monster, and yeah, there was a voting, and out of all of them, two monsters only could win, and it was Cyborg and the Werewolf. And I do like the Cyborg, but I really wish all of them would be made, and hopefully one day Zing or Stikbot can make all of the monsters that were featured in the contest. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this review. Alright, so let's just get this opened up. I already cut it. It's easy to open up. But anyway, first we have the Stikbot monsters like announcement thing. It just has plugs for the app, what each name is. So we got Aquafang, it's a transparent one. Prey, it's a bit hard to see on camera, but there are some designs. I'll show you later. The Werewolf, Cyborg, Insector, that's the spider one, it's also transparent. And my favorite, the Mad Scientist. And like I said, there's plugs, Zing store, made in China, whatever. Let's read this. Bring your nightmares to life with the Stikbot Cyborg and Werewolf pack. Each of these sinister sets has the complete cast of characters to make your own horror film. Simply pose them for a photo or download the free mobile app, Zing Studio, for iOS and Android, and begin sharing your creations with #Stikbot. Alright, that's interesting to me, because the old one is called Zing Studio, but the new one is called Stikbot Studio 2.0. So I wonder why they're using that one and not the new one. I don't know. Anyway, you also get this Stikbot dollar. It's been coming in recent sets recently. So you can just use this on the Zing store. It gets 10% off. Good luck with the shipping. It's expensive shipping. Anyway, here we have this monsters. This is interesting. Usually, here, I'll bring out skeleton guy, Grim. Usually, Stikbots come with these things. Like, it looks like, I call them handcuffs because that's what they look like, but these don't have any handcuffs. It's separate. It's also paper instead of plastic, which is really interesting to me. I do like the other ones better because it's easier for them to stay together. But, it's okay. So we got the Cyborg. We got the Prey. There we go. Now you can see the design. See, there's a bunch of scars. I'll do a better review later on. We got Insector, the spider guy. And we also have, the Mad Scientist. Oh, there we go. Look at this guy. That's cool. Alright, and then we got Aquafang. It's transparent. And finally, the Werewolf. Here we go. Oh, wait, that's cool how his head can go like that. Alright, I'll do a better review right now. Alright, so first let's review the two old Stikbot monsters, being the translucent orange Insector, and then the translucent green Aquafang. So first of all, I made the floor blue, so it's easier to see Aquafang because it's green. But to me personally, I do not like the new transparent Stikbot monsters. I don't know why, they just never appealed to me. Same thing with normal Stikbots. I know that this is gonna sound hypocritical or whatever, but I do not like transparent Stikbots in general. I know my main guy, Stikbot, is translucent, but he's my first Stikbot, so I have to love him. But I don't have any of the new translucent Stikbot monsters. I can show a picture right here. I don't have any of those. So these two are my least favorite in this pack, in my opinion, but I think they still came out really well. If you don't have any Stikbot monsters, I highly suggest them. Stikbot monsters is my favorite Stikbot product, and I highly recommend. And if you don't have enough money or it's unavailable to get the old Stikbot monsters, this is a good pack as well, because it comes with 2 new ones and some great printing on some original Stikbots. Anyway, what I noticed is how Aquafang's eyes are much lower compared to the other ones. See how much higher they are compared. So I guess that's just a bad printing, but I've been noticing that with a lot of other Stikbots as well. Like, their faces are not even proportional compared to the original Stikbots that were released. And Insector, same thing, I believe. Yeah. See how, I don't know, actually pretty similar, but still, I noticed that with Aquafang. So some things you could do with him is twist these gills, I guess. I don't know what they're called. Insector has like 4 arms, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I still like the original monsters better, in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. So, but now let's move on to the other Stikbot that came in the set. Hey, look, the floor is green again. Anyway, let's review the new Stikbots with the printed stuff on them. Anyway, we'll first do the prey. So this one is obviously attacked by the werewolf based on the scratch marks, and then also the bite mark down here. So that's why it's called the prey. First, I actually thought this was a zombie printed Stikbot at first. But it actually makes more sense now it's a werewolf, because it came in the werewolf set. But, I mean, I think it could also be used as a zombie Stikbot. Like, for example, I have the brains, the zombie brains from, like, the first action hair pack. And I think it looks pretty good on him. I know it doesn't look like the zombies from Stikbot Central's videos, but I think this could be used as both. I really like this one. Looks cool. And then my favorite is the Mad Scientist. So what I like about this is, first of all, the suction cups are a blue, which has never happened before. We only had red, white, and black suction cups, but this is the first blue ones, which should represent medical gloves, obviously. And I just like the printing on his shirt too. I love printed Stikbots. For example, the French with Fred Stikbot or the Tuxedo Stikbot. I love those. And I like the glasses on this one. It makes him look really goofy because of the small eye and big eye, but I think it fits him really well. And it just looks so good. And now let's move on to the main part of this set, which being the new Stikbot monsters. So first we'll go through the Cyborg. Now, I think, as I mentioned in the beginning, I love the Stikbot Monster series. It's my favorite Stikbot series that they have made, and this goes with that. It's such a good set. I love the arms. It's much different. The body's much different too. See, it's more, I guess, T-shaped compared to normal Stikbots, as they just have the rectangle. And also the head too. It's really good. I love how they have the evil monster one, and then also the eye, and then the mouth too. It's a Stikbot mouth, but that looks like a Cyborg. It looks really cool. I love the Cyborg and how it turned out. Even they have back printing on them. They got a little belt right there. I wonder if that's supposed to be in the front. I don't know. And then also the chest. It's really cool. I love the Cyborg. And then also the werewolf. I think he's really cool too. As you can see, the chest is different as well. Oh, wait. There we go. That looks better. So the chest is different as well. It's a little bit bigger compared to the other Stikbots. So see how it's just flat. This one puffs out a little bit, which is cool. And then also the hands. You got the claws, which is really cool. But one thing that I've noticed, this is, I think, the first Stikbot that doesn't have suction cups on the hands, which is really interesting, because every other Stikbot had suction cups on their hands. Even the other Stikbot monsters, all of them had them. But this is the first Stikbot that doesn't have suction cups on the hands, which is really interesting. I do wish they had that, though. But I understand it'll be a bit difficult to include it. I mean, they probably could have included it, like, maybe even a small one right here. So, kind of defeats the purpose of Stick and Stikbots. I mean, the legs still work, though. It's suction cups. And then the head looks really cool too. You got the back printing, looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. You can open its mouth all the way like that, and also close it. It doesn't really hold all the way. It kind of hangs open a little bit, which is okay in my opinion. I think it's fine. Also, this has black eyes compared to the red eyes that the Cyborg had. Some monsters have black eyes, some monsters have red eyes, and some even have white. For example, the Insector has white eyes, Giggles has red eyes, and as you saw, this one has black eyes, which is interesting. And what cool thing about the werewolf is you can actually make it go up like that, like it's howling at the moon. There you go. I think that's a pretty neat touch. That's actually really cool for animation. And, yeah, those are the 2 new Stikbot monsters. This is a really good Lego, Stikbot set. It's a really good Stikbot set. It includes 2 new monsters, 2 exclusive Stikbot prints, and then 2 new colored, transparent Stikbot monsters. Now, the one thing that disappointed me was the 2 transparent monsters. Again, I do not like the transparent monsters. I did not get the new ones. And also, especially Aquafang, but being its face is being so low to the ground compared to the original, which I showed before. But otherwise this is a really cool set. I would have bought it anyway, honestly, just for these 4 new monsters. I actually, based on the renders as showed on Amazon, and like this Zing store, it doesn't look too great, but in person it is much better than I have anticipated. I think this will release sometime, maybe September, October. That's what it said on Amazon at least, and it'll cost around $32. That's what Amazon says, but that might not be confirmed as the final price. This can always be changed. And again, I got this early for free, so that was pretty cool. Thank you to Zing for doing that for me and hooking me up. I hope we get to do stuff like this too, have early reviews. That'd be really cool. And maybe I'll even do some Lego set reviews on my second channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first review. If you have any suggestions on me for what I can do to make these better, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I hope to see you guys get the set. It's a pretty solid set. If you missed out on the first Stikbot monsters, this is a pretty good set to grab as well. It comes with 2 old ones, 2 new ones, and even 2 exclusive prints. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!